A virtual yoo-hoo to my favourite fitness freaks. Oh, obviously we can't meet in person for our usual Tuesday tum and bum, fun run, yummy mum, young and dumb, gin and rum, turn that frown upside down, turn around, touch the ground, stand your ground, politically, stick to your guns, metaphorically, put down your guns, peacefully, because you're young, dumb and full of rum, fitness workout.
Right. Thanks for that intro, Sandy. I thought we voted against that name, but you are the Zoom host, I guess.
Exactly. Listen, I thought we could all share how we've all been keeping fit on our own this week. Let's pool our knowledge, and for those of us who have pools, let's clean our pools. Remember, pool hygiene is key for pool workout. Oh, speaking of pool workouts, Mr. Pool Workout, what have you been doing to keep fit?
Well, actually, I've been struggling quite. I don't have much space near me where I live, so I can't go running or anything.
Right, well, one great way to keep fit if you don't have much space is just to walk on the spot pool.
Yeah, I've been doing that for years.
Great.
No, I've literally been doing that for years. 46 years. I've forgotten how to stand still.
Even at night?
I sleep standing up like a horse.
Oh, speaking of horses, to get my exercise in, I've been getting down on all fours and ferrying my family around the house like a horse.
What, so you normally have horses to ferry you around the house?
Well, yeah, but they've been furloughed.
Right, well, what's everyone else been doing to keep fit?
Well, I have been long distance swimming twice a day in my paddling pool.
Oh, same, in my bath.
Me too, in a large bowl.
Very creative, guys, but we can't all do pool workouts.
I am a married man, after all.
I have been loving the live streamed Instagram workouts.
Watching them is not the same as doing them.
Well, from all the scrolling I've been doing, I've lost 3 pounds. My fingers can now fit back into my childhood finger puppets again. Quick reminder, guys, I will be doing my finger puppet rendition of Blue is the Warmest Colour on my Instagram live stream tonight, okay?
I've actually taken this time to start running again. I'm doing the Couch to 5K app.
Must still be on couch then?
No, I did a 5K run yesterday.
You didn't like a before picture, Jackie.
And if you don't post it on Instagram, it didn't really happen.
I think I've lost a tiny bit of weight, actually, in the belly area.
Well, Patricia, that's because you gave birth yesterday.
A malicious rumour. If I didn't post it on Instagram, it didn't happen.
I've been trying mindful eating, actually. I chew everything 50 times before I swallow. I've been really trying to appreciate every mouthful. Yesterday, I held a Zoom funeral for some asparagus. It was terribly moving. My uncle cried.
Oh, no, Katie, your uncle died.
Oh, that's really lovely. Very mindful. But guys, remember, no one's going to see your body during lockdown. So all you really need to do is be exercising your face, the cheekbones in particular. I recommend grabbing a very, very, very good log and just bite down on it as many times as you can. That works a trick. Now, guys, it's time to sign off. It's been so wonderful that in this difficult time, we can pool resources.
Sorry, did somebody say my name?
Oh, sorry, pool resources. Won't happen again. Listen, keep up the good fitness workouts, guys. And remember, for your pool workouts, you're going to need immaculate pool hygiene.
Sorry, what was that?
She says pool hygiene?
There are too many polls in this group.
Hello, and welcome to the second Footlights Virtual Smoker. Yay!
You know that feeling when you're clapping for the NHS at 8 o'clock on a Thursday night because there's a global pandemic and you can't help but think to yourself, woo, God, I could really use a wank right now. Lockdown's been tough, but I'm doing everything recommended, you know, like staying on top of the news.
£20 billion of guarantees, equivalent to 15% of our GDP. That means
Taking my daily walk. And keeping in touch with friends.
He's so great. I'm so glad I picked God.
You know, throughout this whole thing, not one person has asked me how I'm doing. Hello. This is a love story.
You cannot have sex with a dog.
Of course I'm not. I'm not going to have sex with a dog. I'm not going to have sex with a dog. I am not going to have sex with a dog. Oh my god, I'm going to have sex with a dog.
You can't think of the piano as an object. Don't be afraid to be bold. It's not really a piano at all. It's magic, really. Growing up in Berlin taught me everything I know about the piano. Piano cannot be taught. It must be felt. I was taught by my teacher, Lang Lang, Tchaikovsky, movement, energy. I was talking to an actor a few years ago, you may have heard of him, Tom Hanks, and he said to me, "Do you play the piano?" Piano is... And I said, "Tom, no. Piano plays me." Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Bach, Frederick Chopin, Bach, Frederick Douglass. We are piano. The best advice anyone ever gave me was when my mother taught me how to make my first pasta dish. Caress your vegetables. This, a simple parsnip. There's nothing quite like tasting the warm inside of a tortellini and feeling for the first time that you've achieved something. That is piano. Love is not stagnant. Time is fluid. Time is movement. And that is pasta. I will show you the basics of good food. Growing up in Mexico, if I hadn't tasted that first spaghetti bolognese, I wouldn't be Josh Hoffman. I'd be dead. I'm going to teach you to make pasta like my Mamma Mia taught me to do. In the streets of Berlin. It adds beauty to a dish. Bach. If I hadn't tasted my first fettuccine ravioli, I'd be in jail. I am Joshua Hoffman. I am Josh Hoffman. I'm Josh Hoffman, and this is my masterclass. And this is my pomegranate. And this is my masterclass.
So can I use your uniform for a sketch?
If you want to, Jade.
Can I?
As long as you don't put this on anywhere.
No,
fine.
never.
You dare.
Hi, yeah, just these. The people give Malibu a hard time. And I think that's just because people have no taste at the end of the day. Few things, please. What a lot of people don't understand about pot noodles is that they're actually the most nutritious thing in the English dictionary. And also a mushroom. You can just have them on anything, really. Thank you. So that's just going to be £12 and also, yeah, the discount. I'd like to get the discount. Oh, what discount? The discount? The NHS staff. The NHS staff discount.
Yeah, of course. Sure, I'll just take that discount off now for you.
So obviously, everyone has been working really, really hard in the NHS because of everything that's happening. And that includes my next door neighbour, Sharon. And I saw yesterday that she had her uniform on the line because she must have washed it, you see, because that's where she works, in the hospitals. So what I did was I borrowed it. Go! So I've just kind of been going around because I heard that Morrison's had 10% off. So that's what I did. Well, I'm going to go now because I heard that the RSPCA are giving away free golden retrievers. So I think I'm going to go get one of them.
This is just a little song about the trials and tribulations of the current period.
You're on the phone with your girlfriend, she's upset, she's asking you to treat her with basic respect. She wouldn't do anything for you like I would. I'm watching you, it's a typical Tuesday night. I set up mirrors to keep you in my line of sight. Lucky your dad trimmed the hedge when he did. But she wears short skirts, I wear t-shirts. She's cheer captain and I'm on the register. I don't mean predator, I am a competitor. Dreaming about the day when you wake up and see that standing there beside your bed is me. Holding your favorite breakfast that your mum makes, the face of a loved one in a pancake. Why can't you see? You belong to me. You belong to me. Filling all your drawers with homemade potpourri, making you nice platters of ham and cheese, stealing all of your mail, thinking to myself, you should lock your house. Petrol makes a fire that could light up this whole town, but I only want to burn that skank's house down. It's illegal and not better than that. A mistake for getting her roof thatched. To me, you belong to me.
Hey Molly, thanks for joining.
No worries, no worries.
How are you going?
Good. Yeah, no, you just you caught me cooking dinner.
Lovely, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually so annoying. Nowhere's selling dill. I went to 4.
Listen, Mol, sorry, can we talk about work? How are you finding it?
Well, yeah, you know, we've all moved online, haven't we?
Doing what we can.
Huh?
Doing all we can.
Okay.
Listen, Molly, I've got some bad news, actually.
So sorry, that sounds awful. That's just, it's so...
Oh, no, I'm fine. It's actually...
Oh, well, great. Brilliant. I hated seeing you down for a bit.
Molly, please listen. Sorry. You know how it is with small businesses at the moment?
Nope.
What?
I actually don't know anything about that, Michael. You know, I'm more of the front woman, you know, the face of the company. You do the finances.
How do you mean? You're literally the chief finance officer?
Okay.
Molly, I'm having to furlough you.
Yeah, that sounds really exciting. I could probably, yeah.
Listen, Molly, can you unpause me, please? I'm going to have to let you go.
Go where? Michael, we're in a lockdown. I wish you'd...
Go! Fired! Out of the company!
Listen, Michael, I am your chief finance... Your chief of thieves. Your chief of the financings officer. You need me.
No, actually, I don't need you.
You want me?
What? No, I don't want you. You're actually a terrible employee.
Well, who's going to deliver all the light bulbs when you don't have
a light bulb deliverer.
What? We don't deliver light bulbs. Why are you delivering light bulbs?
Good luck without me. Who's going to save every dreg at the end of each cup of coffee you have during the week and give it to you into a coffee surprise on a Sunday?
Do you do that?
Well, good luck fattening up the pigs on your own before they go to market, Michael.
Molly, what? We run a small consulting firm.
Oh, right. Well, in that case, can I claim my trip to the abattoir on work expenses?
Okay, Molly, I'm going to have to end this call unless you've got any further questions.
Yeah, well, actually, oh, no, I asked that question about the bulbs, didn't I?
Listen, Mol, I'm going to clock off now, okay?
Yeah, I mean, that's only fair. Last day of work, eh? Look, dinner's ready in 5 minutes.
Great, I'll be down then. Can we not talk about work? I've had quite a stressful day.
My dad once said to me, "Never change, son." Terrible advice. I stunk after like a week. I like online comedy because I can't hear you booing. Why won't she text me back? I mean, I know she blocked me, but I sent her a Moonpig card. Anyway, a lot of people come up to me and say, "Please put your clothes back on, this is a Tesco's." I know we broke up in year 11, but Becca, please! But it's made me think about other awkward encounters in my life, like the entire of school. Because those days were rough, man. Like, I mean, I was popular. God, I had loads of friend. Sometimes I rub her shampoo in my eyes just so that my tears smell like her. Yeah, I didn't really get the gist of social things back in school. It was kind of a racist place up north. Like, I was once beaten up just for being Jewish. And I'm not even Jewish, so... Becca! Well, I didn't exactly fit in. I was the kid who on non-school uniform day would come in a tie. So I didn't have time for socialising. I was too busy crushing pussy. I'm not saying it was your fault. Oh no, you could have done more. You're so naive. Yeah. But I struggle with social aspects. Like, talking to people was a nightmare. It still is a nightmare. I remember walking home with my mate Chris. And Chris was like, "Oh, hey man, Dobby has gotten a blowjob." That was a guy in school's nickname, by the way. It wasn't Dobby from Harry Potter. "Oh, Harry, Dobby is a free elf." Someone just walked past. Dobbo was this guy in school with 7 dads. It doesn't matter. Chris told me that Dobbo was getting a blowjob. And my 15-year-old brain was like, cool, I'll level with you. It was the first time I'd heard those words, right? But I didn't want to let Chris know, so my brain was like, blowjob. What's a blowjob? It's probably a haircut, you know, like with a hairdryer, like fluffing your hair. So I was just like, yeah, man, a blowjob. Whew, he must have looked pretty cool. Oh, I wish I could have a blowjob. Chris was like, "Oh, do you think you'll ever get a blowjob?" I was like, "I don't know, my mum usually does mine," so... Bullying did increase from that point. I know I drove a speedboat into your house, but that's only because I ship us! But I wanted to change, you know. I remember the exact moment I decided to be cool. I was sat in my gaming chair, and I was on Animal Crossing, and I looked out the window, and I saw my crush walk past, laughing with her friends, and I thought, great googly moogly, I'm a loser. I wasn't cool enough to swear. So I ejected Animal Crossing, and I put in Mario Kart 7+, lads. But I'd started, my journey had began. I began with clothes. I swapped out my Pokemon t-shirt and started wearing jeans. Jeans are cool. They hide my insecurities. And they also hide my penis. As a straight white man, they are the same thing. She used to like really obvious brand deals. I'll tell you what I learned quickly is if you wear a bit more black, everyone's suddenly like, oh. Like, even the teachers were like, yeah, damn, are they black skinny jeans instead of school trousers? No homework for you tonight. Doc Martens instead of school shoes? Shit, have a cigarette. I mean, in Newcastle, that was just our point system. You get an A, there's a pack of tabs for your mam. Get an A star, that's a pregnancy test kit for your dog, sister, same thing, it's up to you. Eventually, though, I became cool enough to be in the same friend group as my crush. And you know what? I started hanging out with my crush. Yeah? Turns out she's a massive bitch. She said she'd love me forever. I didn't realise forever was just last Tuesday. Anyway, I'll end this on a song. Fuck off!
Hey. Hey, everyone. Shall I start? Okay, yeah. Okay, so my round is literature. So the simple question, very, very, very easy. There's actually, start gently. Is guess the book. Eyes closed. Anyone? So what was that? No, I get what you'd say the Bible, but no, because it's got that like hard, big. It is a big book. Yeah, it's the timbre of it. It sounds like a hardback. It's not quite a hardback. Harry Potter's a good guess. Okay, one more time. Okay, everyone close their eyes. Shakespeare.
Sorry. You caught me in what I call a moment there. Hi, I'm Wendy. I set up Wendy's musical rehab therapy sessions with one aim, and that was to really kind of help others through my healing power of music. One of my favourite things to do is to really ease the client into the therapy session by just conducting a little bit of small talk and really getting to know them. Has anyone ever told you you look just like John Travolta? No. Yeah, you look absolutely nothing like him. And one thing I recommend to my clients, aside from the music of mine, is a stress toy like this one, that every once in a while, if you get a bit angry, a bit pent up, you can just... Do you know what I mean? You can really just... Sessions can range from anywhere between 10 seconds. What has brought you to Wendy's musical rehab today? I can't stop biting my nails. Stop biting my nails. And 3 to 5 months. Hi Jason, yeah, I think I'll need to come back for another session. Sometimes my sessions are weird. Physical. People come to me with obsessions, dark secrets, accidentally hoovered up his wife, and worst of all, an attitude. Hi, I don't like your tone, get out. Get out. Come back in with a better attitude, alright? Oh, hi, it's so much better. Most of my clients are pretty responsive to my work, but there is one in particular, Cheryl, who just requires that little bit more from me. I just brought you to Wendy's musical rehab today, Cheryl. Okay. You see, when a client is being particularly unresponsive, that's when I really come into my own. Get asked is, Wendy, do your techniques actually work? And the answer is simply no.
I've been seeing these posts everywhere, telling people this is the ideal time to shoot your shot. There's this girl, I really like her. She's always so well dressed. She's kind to everyone.
You always said she was a bit of a slag.
So well put together. I knew I needed to make a move. Tell her how I feel. I just needed to bite the bullet and shoot my shot. The day came and I needed to be ready. So I went on a run. I showered, shaved, shat. I took a shot of a shot. Then I shot that shot. Then I shot a shot while watching the movie Shot. I was ready.
Hi, I'm Mary, and I'm just like any regular teenage girl, except for two things. I'm pregnant, and my baby is the Son of God. I'm from Nazareth, a small town off the coast of Israel. My life was such a dream. I just got engaged to my long-term boyfriend, Joe, and then my world was turned upside down. I found out I was pregnant, but here's the catch. Joe's not the father. Complicated, I know. At first, I thought Joe would be really angry, especially because we've never, done it. Joe, I've been needing to tell you something. I'm pregnant, and the baby's not yours. We were going to wait till after the wedding, because he's kind of old-fashioned. But he's been so supportive throughout this whole thing, and I just know he's going to be the best daddy.
You cradle the head.
As for the real father, that's even more complicated. He's a lot older. Like maybe a few billion years or something. He's also made it clear he doesn't want to be an active part of our baby's life. At first I was kind of angry. Like getting me pregnant and then leaving me, that's not cool. But now I'm just excited to raise our baby with Joe. So we've been thinking about baby names. I like Jesus.
I like Ryan. It's my granddad's name.
It's not even your baby.
I bought a donkey.
So we're undecided. Right now, I'm just stressing about finding a place to have the baby. There's 0 hospitals anywhere near Nazareth, so we've got to trek all the way to Bethlehem. Joe's still waiting to be able to retake his driving test, so getting to the hospital is going to be a real problem. Whatever happens, I know Joseph will always support me. I can have this baby anywhere, and I know it will work out for us. And if this baby is anything like his daddy, people will be talking about him for the next 2,000 years.
I got my golden retriever.
Hi there. Obviously, because of coronavirus, lots of comedians are doing stand-up online at the moment. But every time I watch this, it makes me feel a bit uncomfortable because you can't hear the audience reaction, you can't hear their laughter. So I've tried to figure a way around this. Now I do live alone, but I also live with a dog. So I've got my little dog friend here, Jigsaw, and hopefully every time I tell a joke, Jigsaw will bark at the right moments, and it'll just be a bit less weird for you. So Jigsaw, do you want to make some noise just for the people at home so they know you're real? Do you want to? Okay, don't be shy. You've been barking all day. You might as well. No, okay. Well, you'll notice I'm not using a microphone. I'm actually using a deodorant can because of okay. Keep it light. That was quite sinister, quite aggressive, but great energy. Yeah, I'll just use this and get into my set. Hi, I'm Dan. So, the coronavirus, eh? I'll tell you, I don't think anyone else has noticed this before, but I'll tell you, great energy again, but I hadn't actually finished the joke there yet, mate, so if you could make your noise after I told the joke, that'd be so much better. Cheers. Thank you. Where was it? Oh yeah, lockdown. Lockdown. I've made this observation about lockdown. I noticed that. Okay, you don't like lockdown material. Fair enough. Everyone's doing it at the moment. What would you like? Observational dog comedy. I bet you love that. What can I? Jigsaw. You'll like this. Jigsaw, don't you hate it when your owner throws you a ball and you're running after it, and then suddenly you can't see the ball, and then you look behind you and you realise your owner only pretended to throw it like some sort of twat or something. It's like, oh, okay, you know that either, but just remember, Jigsaw, just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right. Okay, what can I say? What can I tell you? Oh, this joke always kills. Every time I tell this joke, it kills. You know, every time House Down brings it. Okay, only piece of information you need to know for this joke is that my dear friend, Nicole, she's related to, and look, she is very ashamed about this, but she is related to Nazi politician Joseph Goebbels. So that's actually a much better noise. Jigsaw, if you can make that noise, that'd be brilliant. But again, just after I've told the joke, that'd be so much better. Okay. So my dear friend Nicole, she's walking down the street, and just let me finish the joke, Jigsaw. So my dear friend Nicole, she's walking down the street, and you know, really important, she's related to Joseph Goebbels. Okay, sorry. That's odd. That's never happened before. I don't know. My dear friend Nicole, Nazi Minister for Propaganda Joseph Goebbels. Sorry. Okay. How about Crufts? Yeah. Okay. And then Heinrich Himmler. Yeah. Okay. So starting to see a pattern here. Okay. What about the coronavirus lockdown? Okay. And I don't know. Maybe the Luftwaffe. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. And now he's licking his own anus. Okay. Obviously, I can't upload this, Jigsaw. If you only like the Nazi stuff, you got to help me out here, Jigsaw. Throw me a bone. Now you fucking laugh.
Because I'm not 14, first, I'm older than that. Shows a complete disregard for something that people are really taking quite seriously at the moment, and that's loo. Loo can be used for all sorts of purposes, but kicking it, it's not one of... It perpetuates an idea of masculinity that I have never... For me, masculinity is not kick, it's boy, penis. It's not big, that's irrelevant matter about that sort of thing. Size is what it is. I find that size is to gender what size is to space, what gender is to set. A social construct of one of the other. So no, I'm not going to kick a loo roll because I'm not into that. Also, if you want to get your legs out on camera, then shave them, boys, because I don't want to see that hair. It's too long for its own good. Knit your leg hair into several little types of fish. If I wanted to, I do want to. Please, don't kick loo roll.
Business is booming in the 100-acre wood, and Winnie the Pooh is hardballing a client on the phone.
I'm asking for $2,500 US. I will not go lower. Listen, I can personally guarantee you this one's worth the money. It's unique. Very bouncy. Okay, if you pay today in unmarked cash, I will meet you at $2,200, and that is my final offer. Yes, I can have it shipped immediately. It's already caged. Excellent. Pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Exotic.
I'm Claudia, and I'm your local pawnbroker, but I prefer the term gemologist. I live my life by 3 simple rules. Rule number 1, live life. Rule number 2, love. And rule number 3, if you can say apple puree, then you're too old to be eating it. That has got me out of many a sticky situation. Now you might be thinking, why is my local pawnbroker sharing with me such wisdom? And I would say, well, I prefer the term gemologist. You see, I've been in the game a long time, and what I've noticed is that gems are much like people. People are much like gems. in the same way that when cut and polished, they can be used to make beautiful jewelry, much like my necklaces made from teeth. That all started when my children's teeth started falling out. Not because of gum disease, but because they were growing. Their teeth just kept falling out, and I was there thinking, what do I do with all these teeth then? Where the hell am I going to put all these teeth? Wow, will you stop spitting teeth out of your mouth for 1 second while I find a place to put these ones? So I was confronted with a sticky situation. So I started stringing them together with jewelry wire. And I found that they made charming and striking necklaces, which now fetch a pretty penny. But anyway, for today, I'll be talking to you about rule number 2. Love, love. I'm not just talking about an emotional or an intellectual connection. No, I am in fact talking about the physical. I'm talking about sex. S-E-X. Sex. 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 I'm talking about sex. I'm talking about sex. You see, love is like a butterfly, soft and gentle as a sigh. Lord Byron said that whilst making love to me. Yes. Dolly Parton also said that whilst making love to me. Yes, and also in her single, Love is Like a Butterfly, which she released in 1974. Isn't that just beautiful? Love is soft and gentle as a sigh. I know I can feel the love. Can you? Whether your love is as big and beautiful as a butterfly, or a hungry caterpillar eating the pussy of every woman in sight, like my husband Mark, or your love may be a cocoon, a little larva. Either way, love is to be treasured, and I treasure my Marky Mark. Yes, I do. Anyway, I hope this, whatever, this has been. What was that? Sorry, I think I heard Mark downstairs, so I've got to wrap it up, but, anyway, I hope it's been helpful in some way. I hope it's helped you in some way. I know for damn sure that it's helped me. Alright, thank you for clicking in. Mark! What have I told you about apple puree? And who is this naked woman?
We're gonna sing Monster Mash by Monster Mash. Alison, are you ready?
Yeah. He did the mash.
He did the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
Why does somebody not know how to wash out the cauldron after they've brewed a toad?
Well, it's not me.
Well, it was fucking one of yours. Disgusting!
So what I've noticed in my hymn book is that while there's quite a lot of songs thanking God for a relatively small number of things that he's done for us, good things, making the world, sending his son to die for us, the whale thing, there's then almost no songs at all thanking God for a massive number of other things that he's done for us. To give a random example, biological detergent, which is a washing powder that contains enzymes that allows us to wash our clothes at much lower temperatures, meaning we're able to save money, save water, and save the environment, which is fantastic. And yet, 500 songs in a hymnal, you won't hear a single one thanking God for biological detergent. So I've attempted to fill this need with a song called Thank You Lord. Also, lots of people ask me, Joe, why do you own 2 copies of the exact same tiny keyboard? And the reason for that is really just to add a little bit more musical depth and richness to the sound. Thank you, Lord, for biological detergent, for the enzymes that you send. I'm feeling gratitude insurgent in my heart. My clothes were clean, or so it seemed, when washed at 60-odd degrees. Now at 15, I wash my jeans, and they're pristine. They shine and gleam when there's Persil in my machine. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for giving us cherry tomatoes. The intricacy of these delicacies inspires joy within my heart. Oh, though my mouth gaped, it could not take a fruit much bigger than a grape. But then you gave these better-shaped tomatoes a tremendous grace. You've done to the tomato world what ping pong did to the tennis ball. Your goodness on display for all, so thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for putting lights inside our fridges. This device has proven priceless, even to the non-religious. All the snacks in the back of my fridge were bleak and black, but now I whack that light to max, and my eyeballs can relax. Illuminating all of my vegetables so I can make them out even without my spectacles. If it's the same, my fridge now has the feel of a festival, so thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for giving automatic doorways. These contraptions, when in action, always bring me to applause. They save a chore, such a bore, using arms to open doors. But now before my hand goes forth, they slide apart and I'm indoors. The ancient kings of Mesopotamia could never have imagined something so insane, yeah. Entering and exiting's now something to savor, yeah. So thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for giving me my gallbladder, for this organ so important that I hardly could be gladder. I know I'll walk a while on this small and sceptred isle. There'll be trials, but I'll smile, 'cause I know I'm still secreting bile. And this testament to your excellence is protecting me from pestilence. To deny it would be petulant, so thank you, Lord.
Comment! Yeah, we can't wait to see what you
Nice in
got
the
to say.
comments. Please be
Yeah,
nice.
please do.
Really nice.
We are people.